And good evening, everyone who is watching the stream of VD Rise on Air. Finally, everything is working. I can hear myself, I can see myself. The stream's here. All the posts on social media are made. One thing I actually forgot in my YouTube chat. I forgot to open that. Here we go. Just fixing that to be able to see what's going on YouTube. But apologies in advance to my YouTube viewers. I'm not good at actually reading my YouTube chat. I'm a Twitch streamer, so a little bit of Hellion, long forgotten, sorta kinda theme-based streaming on this channel. Used to be Cosmic Tuesdays, so let's play a little bit of Hellion, but only a little bit, because unfortunately not really a lot of time today. I managed to be a little bit earlier, yeah, but tomorrow I'll have to wake up like 5 hours earlier, and I'll have to like do some, well, side hustling to make some money, hopefully. So yeah, but let's start working on our Hellion issues. So we have things going on here. First of all, we have ship that's still full of loot that we never offloaded, so we got to offload that. Then we got to figure out the damage that was done by the by my death the last previous Hellion stream. So as I promised, I didn't actually keep my promise again. I didn't offload things while I was offline. That I did not do, so we got to do it now. Every time I kind of make this promise that all the dealing with the loot and whatnot, I'll try to do offline, not on stream, to just kind of make it less boring, running back and forth with a bunch of junk. So, but every time I just don't get time to do that. That's dealing with all the junk we took back. Gives you a little bit of resources. Not that it is really needed, but gives you some resources. So let's keep going, and at the same time we are taking things off of the ship, and we're going to be outfitting the ship. And music, I forgot about music. Here's music. Music is only available, unfortunately, for people watching me live on Twitch. So live on Twitch, you'd be able to hear it. If you're watching me on YouTube, if you want background music, use your own. If you're watching this as a VOD on Twitch and as a VOD on YouTube, as a YouTube video, then yeah, no music either. Use your own. So it's annoying to depressurize every time you go in. So maybe I'll just kinda depressurize the ship, but I don't like the look of the ship when it's depressurized. It's depressing. So these are all empty. No, that one's not. So here we have some nanite cores. Oh, nanite cores, sorry. Warp cells on the shelves here. I think I'm going to keep them. These are not the crafted ones, these are the looted ones. So they are not really full of juice, that's why they are red. When it's full of juice, it's white. But to fly around this planet, I don't really need them to be like 100% full of juice. So here, let's take this. Okay, let's leave this one. I gotta refill them properly. Oxygen. That's close, but not full. Okay, so that's outfitting the ship. And a pile of these things here on the ground. The cell's still probably good for something. And plus I had to log in and I had to check the state of my nanite cores. So because the ship needs fixing. Aha, one thing is missing from here. The pistol we have with rounds, but one thing is missing, it's the welding pistol. The welding pistol's gone. We lost it when we died, so got to bring back this too. Okay. Took all the junk with me, so we need welding pistol to fully outfit the ship. So this is installed, the resource injector here. The catalyst. Do we have the catalyst on the power system of the ship? Yes, we have it installed. Okay. So what I want to do today? I want to do a little bit of mining. We're a little bit low on oxygen, and the oxygen you get from ice. So, and I wanted to do a little bit of looting to find a little bit more of these cans. So, crap, I forgot about this part. I really forgot about this part. There's a lot of shattered plating here. Shattered plating for days, for weeks. Okay, so we need to bring back some of the emergency canisters, emergency cans, these ones. And the welding pistol. I have a spare one, of course. In this game, it's not hoarding. You gotta have everything spare. Everything that's important, of course. Like the junk that I just picked up from the floor, it's not important. So this is just iron stored for the future, and we are missing one suit, by the way, so we got to bring back that. So, oh, I don't have a spare welding tool. Okay, I have so much resources. Can I craft one? Yes, I can. It costs nothing. It just costs nothing. Sure thing. Okay. But first, let's deal with this stuff. Aha, that's my poster. I wish this game had, the modules had a little bit more room for the posters. Yeah, I have a feeling that I won't be able to store all the shattered plating safely in here. I can put some in here, but that would be 5. Here I'm keeping some nitrogen, hydrogen, but again I don't need that much. Okay, so this all goes into the recycler. Have room in there. By the way, this game has grenades. Do not try to recycle. Oops, I'm crafting another one. Okay, that's a little bit stupid, but okay, let's craft another one. So never recycle a standard explosive grenades. Was my mistake. Once I tried it. Because recycling here means shredding. And what happens to the grenades when you shred them? Exactly. Okay, I have these posters here and a picture that I cannot use because I'm not even going to use that module in my station that actually has a frame for that picture. Okay. We have hydrogen. Not that much actually. Well, time to use the hydrogen stored away in the canisters, which is cool. So far, since I've been in the very beginning of the game, so I'm basically still on the coast compared operating in like DZ terms. I'm very much on the coast, and this is all like super basic loot. Okay, I cannot put it on while the pistol's attached. Don't need auto drain there. I'll do everything manually. Attach point. Here we go. Okay, that's why probably that's the reason to keep your hydrogen pistols. That's the reason to keep the hydrogen for your welding pistols spare, because pretty much might need it. Cannot put it in there, cannot put it in there. Okay, let's put it in there for now. So yeah, one of the pistols, let's drop it right away. So one spare pistol should be here. A welding pistol, I mean. But a real pistol is here too, just for the case. So here we go. Then we are going to need some hacking tools, because you always need them. Okay, managed to fit something in a queue. Some of them. If you click the craft button, fabricate fast enough, you can like make the fabricator to do 3 of them at least. Okay, that's 5. Okay, 5 is enough. So this can. Let's drain this can. Whatever it has. It has some nitrates, which I do not really need, but okay. And with these ferrites, refine them. The can I'm taking back to the ship. And now these ones. So we drop like 4 units of oxygen and then 1 unit of nitro. So these cans, they are sort of compartmentalized. So it's not that I make any mix of gases inside of them. They are staying separated inside the can. And this ratio, that's interesting. It's a little bit more than 5. So the rounding doesn't really work properly here sometimes. Might be a problem. And this ratio, for me personally, is the way I use the resources of my suit. I use way more oxygen, 4 times more oxygen than the fuel for the backpack, for the jetpack of the suit. Confirm. Nitro, just 1. Okay. Okay, they're all ready. Let's now refill the backpack. Well, it's kind of almost full. And let's go and do some mining. So, I'm not sure I'm going to need any ferrites, since I have like 150 units of them unrefined here. But if we have free cans, and we have free cans, then why not? If we are making the station bigger, and we are going to make the station a little bit larger, I think we will have to have simply more resources to keep the station running. Constant radiation of space in this game slowly destroys everything. To counteract that action, every module has a special device, nanite core, nanite core injector. These things, they basically constantly try to fix the hull of the station, the hull of the ships and whatnot. And if you don't have one, a nanite core in your module in your ship, you are pretty much dead. So that's why every module has a timer like this. But again, doesn't mean you cannot get any damage. You actually pretty much easily can. For example, don't try to hit things with your ship. That might end up badly. Okay. So the ship's outfitted, I suppose. We have everything we need. We can go and do some mining, can we? Sure we can. A little bit depleted, and this one's not, so even that's cool. We have 3 drills here, but that's mainly to be able to use the space for the cans. because you cannot take the can and put it in here, I think. It won't let you, yeah. But if there is a drill, you can attach the can to the drill and put the can on the shelf. Okay, one thing we didn't take care of, it's this. Insane amount of shattered plating. A little bit over the top. Wow, okay. So... I think I went a little bit over the top with the hacking tools here. So 6, maybe 4 is enough. So I'm going to return 2 back to the station. No, they do not cost anything to craft, it's just moving things back and forth without any need for that. Okay. Let's see if we can do something with the shattered plating. Maybe we could just maybe recycle some of it, turn it into the carbon fibers right away. Okay, so the ship needs some love too. So let's give the ship some love. Where did it get damaged? Damaged. Not on the top. Somewhere in front, yeah, in the front. I can see the sparks. Here we have a little bit of damage. Okay, now it's perfect. So I think it's time to use this can. So since I'm on the coast, I don't have a lot of basics. I don't have some of the basic things. Haven't really found them yet. What this has? Regolith. Yeah, maybe actually turning this into helium and storing it in one of these would be a better idea. So, room. We do not have room. Touch point. Let's drop some carbon fibers in there and put it on the shelf. Like this. Can recycle 2. Okay. Thank you for the warning. So... can recycle 3 more, I think. Okay, this is getting more manageable. Here we go. And then I can recycle 2 more. So a little bit more manageable. And the rest we leave on the shelves for now But these ones, yeah, okay, we'll recycle. So I have this, these shelves full of shattered plating. These shelves are full of shattered plating, and a little bit over there even. So let's put these things in here. We'll need them, but later. Drop the pistol. Keep it fully loaded with hydrogen. Yep. And again, since we have this opportunity, refill the backpack again. Though that's like nothing really to refill in there. So, leaving the station, turn everything off. So we have everything we need. We have one pistol in the ship. We have our welding tool. We have all the backpacks. We have batteries. We have spare resource cans just in case we need more. We have air in the ship. Enough of it. So let's go. A little bit of mining, a little bit of looting. Probably no quest progression today, because last time I tried to do it, that was the reason of my death. Well, I mean, this game's hardcore, you can die, and sometimes you won't be able even to understand what happened. Sometimes it would be a glitch because the game has never been finished and still glitchy. Give me a second, let me close the window here. Okay, I'm here, I'm back. So, and I died, I think, because the quest ship that I was going to just approach and get exploded just when I was approaching it. Just at this very same moment, pretty much. Refined. Here we go. Just made a little bit more room on the shelves. Not that I need it. Nice to have though. Okay, here we go. We are ready for some, well, kinda minor adventures. So, undock please. Start leaving the station. Are we? Yes, we are. That's my station. So I'm orienting my ship towards the planet because we are probably going somewhere towards the planet. Maybe not actually. Let's take a look at the map. So that's Burner, that's Everest Station. Give me a second. I want to check where I need to go. I wanted to go and find some more blue cans. Just a second. So let's switch to my... That's not showing anything interesting. Second PC is not working. Just give me a second. Oh, I can hear myself. Strange. Okay, disable this, and yeah, cannot hear myself. So Hellion body, we are looking for the items. The item that's this. So where to find? That's so it spawns around burner. Everything around burner and on Icarus station, but that's we are not getting. So we are going to burner then. Okay, let's take a look. Locations, burner. So no mining around burner. I'm not seeing any resources listed in here. Okay. Okay then. So we'll have to do some mining around the tier first. Well, why not? Initialize and go. As I said, we are going to the planet. We're going to the main planet. I mean, the planet burner, Everest station, and what's the third one? They are moons of this planet. Actually, for a gas giant, it doesn't look like a lot. Gas giants in solar system, they have a little bit more moons than just 3. So traveling like this takes time in Hellion. But this is not, I keep explaining it, this is not hyperspace. This is not like wormholes. It's pretty much bending the time-space continuum. But it stays the same, just bent. So that's why it's absolutely safe to leave the ship, just leave the ship during the jump. It's just you will be stranded in space. So as a person in a spacesuit, you don't have way to like send any radio signals to be found in space. So you cannot be seen on any of the radars, on any of the maps. So if you leave the ship while it's moving this fast, well, there's no chance of finding you. Feastmaster, good evening, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. Okay, the asteroid is absolutely stationary. It's not spinning. So we can get a little bit closer to the asteroid. Staying more or less safe. Oh no. The bloody thing is spinning, just pretty slow. Didn't see that. Don't want to get hit by the spinning asteroid. Yeah. That's why you can, because it's Alcubierre engine. Pretty much your normal space. Just without the heavily bent, distorted even. Okay, let's take one with me. Let's drop this one on the charger. And let's take this one from the wall. Ah, it wasn't the wall, it was the charger again. You didn't see that. So everything on the charger, I think it's charged. Why did we just... What's going on here? Okay, I'm alone here. The ship just corrected itself. And there's no artificial intelligence to do that. I heard the system, the RCS system going off. Okay. One of the mysteries. So this goes here. Let's grab these two. That's all I brought with me. But that's going to be enough. So a good long mining session, and we're again going to have more materials than we are going to need. Well, these cans at least I can store unrefined, though again the shells are all occupied, so these are going to stay on the floor. And in Hellion, things stored on the floor, they are not safe from just glitching outside of your structures. That rarely happens, but it does happen. Okay, first. What's wrong with this one? Ah, the resource of the bit is kinda low-ish. It's coming a little bit too hot. So let's take one can of ferrites, maybe even 2 cans. Just because we're here. And they're hard to find otherwise. I've seen people actually playing this game without mining, without even a station. Jumping from one derelict to another, using them to pretty much powering them with their ship, using them to refine the resources they just find there unrefined, or using like fabricators to just recycle the stuff they found there immediately in the vicinity and use the fabricators to just craft something out of it right away. So that's an interesting way to play the game without the base. But the implication of this way is that you cannot stop. You're going to need oxygen always, or air in your ship to breathe. So when you have a station, you can stop. You can just jump in the cryo chamber and log out, staying in the sleep for as long as you want, till the station just falls apart. Your station falls apart because of depleted nanite cores. So, but in case of playing without, hey, do not do this. In case of playing without the station, your own base, you're going to end up without oxygen way faster than compared to depleting your nanite cores in your base. So okay, a couple cans of ferrites, and then the rest gonna be just ice. So far, so good. Pretty big deposits here. Not, I mean, not the visual size, but the way they actually fill up the can of the drill, which is cool. Okay, this one wasn't just 6 units, was 6 units short. Going to the sunny side. Okay, the can's full. The battery is depleted. The can's full. Full? Yes, now it is. No, that's not the can. This is the can. And the rest going to be just some ice, which is super easy to mine because I think it has here the largest deposits. You just stick your drill in a couple of them and you are full. That's like half of the can already from just one deposit. 2/3 of the can. 2/3 of the can from one deposit. Let's keep going. Off. Don't want to be hit by the eruption. And the damaging power of these eruptions here, that's greatly exaggerated. IRL, these eruptions won't be able even to do anything to a butterfly. Oops. These are just microscopic amount of pressure in an environment that doesn't have any pressure at all. Doesn't have any atmosphere, so no pressure at all. Yeah. Got hit by this one. Okay. Now the can's full. And we have the last can to fill. Just a couple more deposits and we are good to go. There was something behind me, yeah. So the beauty of containers in this game, of like containers for resources in this game, is that they're all super compartmentalized. You can store different resources in one container, like different kinds of resources, and they do not mix, and the only limit is the volume of the container. So it's like in DayZ, if you could, for example, store 1 liter of gasoline and 1 liter of water in one cooking pot, and it was all like available to be used. Okay, 150. Here we go. So we mined everything. We filled all the containers we took with us. I didn't take all of them. I didn't take much, so that's sorta okay. That's the asteroid. I'm looking for my ship. Gonna get you. Good evening, welcome. Our mission is simple, since we don't really have a lot of time. Just a little bit of mining, mostly for the ice, and a little bit of looting, hoping to find more of these blue cans that I don't have actually, only a couple. So, again, keeping the shelves The shelves not occupied. What's the drill bit? The status of the drill bit on this one? Well, it's going to work for a bit. Okay, here we go. And this goes on the shelves like that. You are full, and you guys, you go to the charger. That's not the charger. That's the charger. Here we go. Okay, everything is absolutely amazing. So, do we have any juice left in this one? I don't think we yeah, this is just empty. So, that's for recycling. They're actually good, pretty good when it comes to recycling. They give you 10 units of both first tier resources, the iron and the carbon fibers. So you like take 10 of them, recycle 10 of them, and you get enough resources to craft 2 civilian nanite cores. And that's 2 weeks for 2 modules. Okay, what's the smallest one here? 13 should be enough. Or maybe not actually. We are flying pretty far. Let's see. Let's see what we are going to need to get out of here. So we need to go to the area station, right? Did I get it? Oh, we need to go to burner. My bad, my bad, my bad. Just checking. Yeah, burner. Why am I thinking about every station? So burner is just simply next to us. So won't be a problem to get there. Though you need a custom orbit to get to the burner, to get to this moon. So at custom, let's put it outside of the debris of cloud of debris here and warp to it. And warp to it, I said. Okay. Like this. Initialize. And go. So it's like the beauty of this game that actually everything here, it does work. The celestial mechanic just works. And if you jump to burner, if you jump to one of the moons, you can see it even as a like celestial body, or at least maybe as a just small speck of light, but you can see it with your eyes. If it's very far, then maybe not really, but the game renders these things. And I do remember, I think, seeing one planet from the orbit of another. I just kinda was doing interplanetary missions. Right now we are like flying all around one planet. So interplanetary is the next step. Now we are orbiting this one, this celestial body. With, by the look of it, quite some volcanic activity. Oh yeah, we need to go exactly to this one. Oh yeah, it's the one that does crazy flybys. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like every time it's an adventure. And it's currently going in. It's currently going in for the flyby. I don't know, man. I don't want to jump when it's this close. But again, the time's limited. So this is like civilian. Yeah. It's flying. It's actually flying a little bit too fast for us to just jump there. Cell consumption 5. And like that, we have the celestial body detected in our way. Okay. So I think we'll have to jump when it's somewhere over there. Okay, this is a little bit harder than I expected it to be. Let's do some maybe scanning while we are waiting. If there's anything else in the area. That's something ginormous over there. That's probably an asteroid. It's funny that I caught it. No, it stays there, so I cannot turn it into anything else. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can go to this to these finally things. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. It's requesting like, oh, it's not calculating it's properly. It's not calculating the jump properly. So got to try to relog. Because of this insane close flybys, when orbital speed becomes insane. My navigational computer is like failing. Yeah, that's more like it. the last second. Internal computer files filed years ago. Come on. It's not that bad. Are we jumping on FTL? Oh, we are jumping without... Yeah, that's why it takes so much time. We are jumping without using the juice in the thingy. So we're jumping on the empty slot for the warp cell. Okay, that's gonna be a close flyby too, but not as close as that station does. That station does like super close ones, and you would be doing it with them because, well, if you want to loot them, to jump with the thing. Yeah, there's level E, which I think means empty, and then level 1 to 3 and whatnot. So only level 1 or tier 1s are available to me right now, and I didn't activate even that. Forgot the jump rope. We're gonna have a couple of calm minutes to loot the station, and then it's gonna be a flyby. Well, I mean, 2 minutes it's enough to get from one side of the tier to another, and I'm talking about like pretty high orbits. Here it's like microscopic, pretty much, thousands of kilometers. Here we go. We're pretty far. Half a kilometer. Gotta get them synchronized before we get to another flyby, into another flyby. Here we go. Okay, by the way, what's with the juice? Yeah, still 5 units of juice left in this one. Okay, the pockets are empty. We're still pretty high, but we are coming into it. We are coming into the flyby. Okay. But I'm not going to grab. I'm not going to grab all the standard stuff. I'm going to grab this stuff. I'm here only for this type of stuff. Yep. Yep, you guys, I need you. Cup. I'm a little bit upside down, but that's okay. Yeah, you won't be able to get out of this one. Oops. That's something new for me. This looks like a hole, but I think it's a window. Yeah, I can undock them, I think. You go with me. And the flyby is starting. That's how hot it gets. Okay. Oh, that's another module. Oh, they have all the posters here in their collection. Let's grab the helmet. Do they have suits on the shelves? No, they probably don't have suits. They have only helmets for some reason. An amazing collection of posters. The nanite core still going. By the way, retract, but it's not making defective. It's not making any power, so I could just power it up, though I do not really want. I do not really need any gases. What do you have in your system? Just a little bit of minor things. So, what's in here? Standard crew quarters module. Nothing special. Couple steam packs. Wait. Transport box. Are these slots for them or just the boxes themselves? I cannot take them. Register. It's not opening for me, unfortunately. Cannot really get inside that one. So I would like to open it. Oh yeah, okay, it is working. But they are disappearing. They are moving, but they are disappearing. Okay. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you for the info. Thank you for the heads up. We're going to get some nice crates from this one. Where's the ship? The ship's here. They didn't... actually, I don't think they ever spawned here before. But now they do. In Hellion Rescue Project. Or maybe I never actually even noticed them. Yep, you put it in here. So this you drop on the shelves. And I like this. This I like. This is fun. This is something that I don't think I've ever had a lot during my previous playthroughs. Missed one can on the way in. Okay, let's grab it. So that's my way in. Oops. Because it's spinning, it keeps throwing me out. So... Yep, there's one here. Thank you for the heads up. I was coming in upside down, so that's why I wasn't really understanding what I was looking at. Interesting. So this has like a window now. There's like basketballs everywhere, and this is scary. Oop. Got this one. Okay, just let's grab everything we can then, because we are going... Well, we are going home after that. Interesting that they have only helmets, they don't have the suits. Okay, the status of the module seems to be pretty damaged, so one thing I need to do here, I need to fix it up a little bit. Where's my ship? On the other side. The nanite cores are protecting the modules, but only to a certain degree. And we have a cloud of debris. Here we have these flybys. The flybys probably do not do anything. They just look pretty scary. What can I put at them? Let's see. They have even things in them. A battery. Do they need batteries to work? Maybe they don't. But yeah, that's a way to store a ton of things in very small spot. Okay, good. I'm going to use some hydrogen that I have a ton of, or a flyby. It wasn't the flyby's fault, it was my fault. And we are in the cloud of debris. And we are freaking flying. Oh boy. This looks dangerous as heck. By the way, let's actually do what probably people won't try to do. But still, let's fix the solar panel. It's hard to stay here. And this hole too. We have this hydrogen, like 3 tons of it, so not a big deal. Now we have power. Yeah, sure. And we have access. So something is on. Shut down, shut down. We have some filters that we can grab. So wreckage. This wreckage seems to be okay still. So they have like half of their hull integrity left. Let's put it that way. So nice. Welcome to Hellion poster. Posters are not really recyclable. Oxygen, maybe, but we don't really need it. We have tons of oxygen with us. 2 full backpacks, and on top of it, I think I have like 4, 6 or 8 emergency cans. Okay, and let's see. Curious. It doesn't have any hydrogen. My bad, my bad. Yeah, everything's fixable. Though it's still holding. Not a big deal. It's all pretty much holding together very nicely. Not going, I think, not going to disintegrate in my face. Oh, that's oxygen. Speaking of oxygen, that's oxygen right here. Yeah, only posters. Got 2 more crates out of that one. That's my ship. Okay. Pressurize. Inner door. You go here. Since they're really easy to lose with the ship, I'm kinda going just to keep them. I'm going to keep more of them than I need. So the helmet, even with the battery fully charged, interesting. So this junk goes here. Now the result of it, I have way more room for junk now. Order special. Yep. Yeah. Well, so far the trick of just leaving everything on the floor has worked for me, but this is better. Yeah, and unloading the ship, you just can take one box and move it. from the ship to the station. This I'm going to grab too, because I think I have a use for it. Okay, since we are here, since we can now store these things in crates, and which means simply we're going to have way more room, let's use the opportunity to grab as many of them as possible. But that's seriously an excessive amount already. Okay. Flying a little bit too hot. So let's see how the hull integrity goes down. Yeah, it goes down because of the not the radiation that's always here, but because of the oh, flyby. Hello. Looking hot. By the way, this planet doesn't have atmosphere, so it should be like that. But I guess it is. We need another room. Where's the room that we need? Here it is. Okay, I fished out already, I think, 5 boxes. Can they be nested? That would be devil's trick, pretty much. It used to be possible in DayZ, and it was like... pretty much cheating. Yeah, the ship's taking some damage. Ooh, coming. Not just hot, a little bit in the wrong direction. Yeah, we have some damage. Could see that the solar panel got damaged. Running on a battery right now. Oops, wrong door. These ones I'll have to leave on the ground. So... and these ones I will leave on the shelves here. Like this. Do we have juice? Yeah, in these ones we have juice. That's a big hole. Okay, this one's empty pretty much, so I'll ditch it. Slip inside through one of the holes. Upside down. Bam. They all have a battery inside them, which is sort of interesting. Do they need a battery to hold things inside? Actually, what if it's something as big as this one? Can I have access to the loot? Okay, this cannot go inside. And this, for example, this can. So the fire extinguisher is too big to go inside. Okay, these boxes, these crates, it's not something I expected to find, since I remember them being available only at the later stages of the game. And for those who just not familiar with the game, I'm currently pretty much on the coast. So all my stuff is like super basic. Yeah, they're medium slots, or maybe even large. Okay. I grabbed that fire extinguisher. I guess, I don't know. Just because, why not? Yeah, they're medium. Okay, we need another cell with the juice to get back home. That's the junk box. Not really actually like 100% junk box. This we'll have to recycle. And this will take. And drop in these slots. Yep. That's why I grabbed these filters, because my ship... Oh, hi there. That's a little bit unnerving. Welding glass. Okay. Oh. This one is a good one. We are lucky here. This one is the interesting one. There's this thing. Okay. Crap. There's this thing orbiting Bethir on pretty high orbit. That's like really hard to detect, at least for me, always been. And it has some really special loot. Something's glitching there. But I'm willing to take some risks for the loot. Initialize. Where's M? Here it is. We have a pistol, so... Hey, 3 seconds. 1 second. Oops. Not good. Attempt number 2. We're still pretty much... where we were. We're coming into a flyby. Okay. Maybe that's the problem. Initialize. So let's see if we can jump out of the flyby. Exactly from the middle of the flyby. Pretty much, if it was an unstable orbit and we were going to like burn in the atmosphere, that would have been the last second save. Ooh, that doesn't look good. We probably need to relog and restart the game. That's our orbit calculated. Not getting calculated properly. This is like a problem. There's a ship over there. No, it's me. Abandoned anchorage. Yeah, there's a ship. I was right. Okay, we are alone. Only this ship. So, because it's an SDS outpost, I think, gotta be careful with the security here. Though this one, yeah, the ship's probably a little bit too damaged for anything. Okay, let's try not to die because of the ship exploding in our face or something like that. Don't be so dramatic. 65. Outer door. Anything is starting to shoot at me? No, okay. So do not fix the solar panels. We don't want the... Oh. We don't want the turret to be activated if there is one inside. Fix something else. Fix this. Would you stop, please, moving? Okay, this is going to buy me some time. Let's see if I can get inside. If there is anything inside. I think something started shooting at me. Okay, there's no power. That's for sure. This door's not locked. Can I please have gravity in here? That'd be nice. Thank you. Yeah, there's a turret. Can I please unmount it? That'd be nice. I cannot. Security panel claim. Yeah. There's a lot of them. There's like a lot of them. What's with the core? The core's still working. Good. Let's grab one of these. Now the ship's mine. I can fix the solar panel to take a look at the ship just because I can do it now, not because I really need it. The solar panel's now on. Okay, that's good. Something's on, something's consuming power. This we turn off. Everything we turn off. Okay. So, what's the state of the ship? Let me take a look. Yeah, still good. And here we have piles and piles of loot. Another radar amplifier, that's like going to be the first thing to pick up. So this one ship just has loot for days. All tier 1 though, so not really amazing. And there is such container. My container is going to be this ship. I'm taking the ship. It's easier to take the ship and then figure out the rest afterwards. Okay, this looks a little bit better. A little bit low on oxygen. Do we have... yeah, these are not loaded. Anything in this drawers? Not a lot. Not a lot. Okay. Let's just do what we need to do. Where's my ship? Here it is. I'm curious what's the name of this ship. Coming in a little bit too hot. Because this is not the station. Here we go. So what's the name of this one? Unnamed vessel. Okay. I hoped it would be named something like one of these strange names. Okay, let's get some oxygen. 2 angle grinders docked together. Nice. Mine looks a little bit actually bit up for some reason. Okay. Is it mine? I think it's mine. Mine now looks a little bit more damaged even than the one we grabbed. That's actually pretty strange. Oops. Gravity. Face planted into my shelves. Okay. Okay. This junk should all be here. This is not really junk, but we'll figure that out later. What's the hull integrity? Oh, it's okay. So only solar panels got damaged again. So we should be good. We should be able to tow that back to the station. Yeah, oxygen. Let's see what's inside, if there's anything special, but I think we just, by Rondor, by getting the ship, we are getting everything at once. These things I have. There's a backpack. Always nice to have a spare jetpack. I don't know how many I got them in the ship that I'm taking. So, are they going to have rifles in here? That'd be actually great. No rifles, but there is this thing dormant here that I cannot remove. Am I hitting it even? Yes, I am. Feeling myself a little bit uneasy around them. That's the airlock. Yeah, that's the difference. These places here, they have loot. The stands for the suits, they have loot here. Stop. Suit stands. Hiking tool, not that I needed. I crafted a bunch of my own. Depleted nanite core, another hiking tool, whatever. Okay, now. Who has the lights on? Oops. That was a little bit too fast. Yeah, that's the other one. The lights are on. Are we in a cloud of debris? I don't think so. Okay, any batteries around? Do you have like spare batteries? Yeah, that's the only thing that the ship doesn't have. Okay. Save some energy, man. Okay, everything here seems good. Let's go to my ship. At least it has batteries and oxygen and air to breathe. Mm-mm. So Gnosis local command is pretty close. It's actually like getting closer even. Now I'm a little bit heavier because I'm towing. The best possible loot box. Okay, is that the tower? Would be fun to loot this one. Especially if it doesn't have any power. No, that's not the tower. And it's going probably to have some power. Some of these panels might be okay. That's the bottom of it. Let's wait for the top to appear. There's a red light, so it has power. Fun. That's fun. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm not waiting. What do you have on top? Just to be on the safe side. I thought there was a slot for the cannon, for the turret on this module. But doesn't look like there is. Though there's probably one inside. Yeah, I cannot dock to it because I already have a ship docked to me. So I thought docking to it would be like the easiest way to deactivate the security if it has some going on. Okay. We have rounds. We need just a pistol. Okay, let's try not to get shot. I forgot to change the battery, but this one's going to last for a while. Okay. Do we have some active security inside? Sure we do. Is it worth it? Well, I have some steam packs. Oops, it's hard to aim like that, so probably got to find another entrance. This one maybe is going to work. There's one just right there. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, if I have to destroy two of them, so be it. Not that fast. 65. Okay. Oops, stop shooting at me. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Not that fast, I say. So 75 still. To be honest, a ton of health. Yeah, cannot really see. 56. Yeah, I'm missing it. 42. I need the door to close. So like this. Yeah, that way I cannot even see if I hit it. Oh, 27. Time to probably back off a little bit. Do we have any steam packs around? Just in case. Well, okay. That ship's damaged. That's not mine. Ah, yeah, I never fixed the lower part of it. Oops. Couldn't even kill one turret. My aim's super bad tonight. That's one. And let's use another one. That's better. Still have some. Okay, let's use even another one. They do not really cost anything. It's just sometimes you won't have enough of them with you, that's it. But crafting them doesn't take any significant resources. Okay, I kind of want to get inside and take a look at what's going on there. Yeah, I was entering the wrong one. Yeah. A rifle would be nice, yeah. I got hit by something just by landing here. Oops, reloading the pistol. That wasn't smart. There's one over there. Got to be careful with it. All dead man's click again. Yeah. Well, it's kind of an auto reload, so. Oh crap. They're everywhere in here. There's one over there. And this one requires a hiking tool. Oh. That's kinda a little bit more fun than I remember. There's one over there. Okay, the modules are... Oh crap. The modules seem to be okay. Yeah, there was, but that thing will attack me again. There's like a little bit too many of them. Just a little bit too many. We want to get inside. What for? I don't know, but let's since we're already there, let's get inside. I have a way. I think. Stop. Tun 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 tun. Yeah, that's just the SDS outpost. That's the thing about it. Oops, flying a little bit too far, too fast. So this is my ship. This is not my ship. This is the ship with loot. Yeah, the station's spinning slowly, but that's not a big deal. That we will be able to figure out, I think. It's not letting me to dock. Interesting, I cannot dock to this one. But I can dock to some other ones. On abandoned anchorage. Oh, I cannot dock to it. Crap. Okay. I cannot dock to it because I don't know why. It should be possible, but it is not. So the only way is to shoot your way inside. Stop spinning like crazy. Yeah, blowing it up. I'm not sure I can damage it with my pistol. I can definitely make it I can definitely make it explode by removing the how is it called? The nanite core. Okay. So I guess we have to just find our way inside by shooting. Well, find. Something's periodically hitting me here. It's like the turrets, they can shoot through the walls a little bit. Stop. There is one more here. I knew there would be some. So a fun way would be just to remove the nanite core from this module that connects the crew quarters to the solar power, and just wait a little bit. So I'm not sure I'm able to hide. Let's see. Yeah. That's a tad problematic. Actually not that problematic. Look. We have an angle. Not sure what I'm hitting. It can see me like that. Can see me like that too. Can I lock this door open? No, I cannot. Oh yeah, that's a way. I think this is a way. Uh-huh. I think I'm hitting it. Let's hope I am. And I'm not hitting the door in front of me. Yep. Oh, that's a different module. That was worth it because I've never seen this module before. Who are you? What are you? This is the modded one. Claim, so now it's all mine. Okay, we are good. What type of module you are? Gnosis local command. The boxes are not there. So this is like a modification of the crew quarters module. Quite some stuff in the stand. Quite some space for the posters. We don't need to, now we own this place. So what's the point of this module? It doesn't seem to have a point. Ah, it has. It has. I think. Or this I have in my life support module. The security panel. This module provides the security panel. The only thing. Interesting that I cannot open this one since there's no button for it. I know, I can. Okay, so this is the small command module. Yeah. This is a small command module. But you'll have to have, since this one has only one, yeah, exit. It says that this for me or the fabricator. Or I'll have to get myself a T-junction. If I want this one. So do I need the security panel that much? So I wish this one had a little bit more of something. Looks a little bit empty here. So maybe one day it will. Two ships are there. One day they give this module more something. So that's like all this junk here. So this is like 4-directional junction. Yeah. Okay, I don't remember actually seeing 4-directional junctions before. But if you say so. Okay, this is new. We found something new, something that I haven't seen before. Next time, maybe I'll take it back home. But for now, I'm not ready. I got a ship full of loot. So, let's go back to the ship and take a look at the orbital parameters of this thing. So a small command module, which is nice, because the original game, the vanilla game, only had the big command module, the huge tower with a 4-way junction, and for small base owners like me, that one would be a little bit too big. Though technically it's just the matter of its size. So, orbital parameters. There's a lot flying here. There's a lot flying here on this orbit. So... we got lucky we caught it. So it's like super elliptical orbit, comes pretty close to the planet once in 45, yeah, once in 45 minutes. Just give me a second here. The blur stopped working for some reason. Because I'm not on the right even. Yeah, I was on high gamma for some reason. So that's better. So now you cannot see my orbital parameters. They're blurred out. But I can see them. So once in like 45 minutes it goes pretty close to the planet, and there is quite some modules orbiting this one. So there's local command 01, command section 04. So yeah, there's a lot of them, I think. Okay, I hoped for... There's a ton of loot here, yeah. I hope for something higher tier. But I guess not around this planet. So this one doesn't have enough juice for anything. Let's see if we can get home. So I'm taking the one with more juice. By the way, my ship's 12 days. And that one has a military one that's going to last only for hours. Okay. That's my place over there. Okay, Towin Sinks of course takes a toll. 19 out of 26 it's going to take. But, ooh, we are so freaking heavy. Yeah, I won't be able to do that in time. Warp again. Initialize. And go. So, a small common module. That's an interesting idea. We got to think about it, because I don't think I've ever had a station with... no, once, long time ago, when Beehive was helping me to survive here. I actually had a station with that security common tower, whatever. Well, it looks like a tower. I call it the tower. So, but not with this new module. At least they could have added some shelves to it, maybe. It has the storage for the crates, by the way. But and it can store like 8 crates, which is nice. Yeah, got to think about it. I have the orbital parameters now, so I might be able to find it again. If I'm lucky. Though, even knowing the orbital parameters, I wouldn't know the position of the whole thingy on the orbit, so could be like at any given moment. It can be anywhere around Bethir. Within those coordinates, within those orbital parameters, but anywhere, so might be kinda a little bit problematic. Why am I always looking at the sun here? And I don't even have the sunglasses. Yeah. The visor doesn't really even help. Uh-huh. Let's get a bit closer. Can I get the sink? That would be nice. Here we go. We got the sink. My station is not spinning. Okay. Now let's go and dock. That's a nice glitch. I'm not in space, but I cannot see the docking interface properly. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Relog. Before the ship hits the station. We lost the interface for a second. Uh-huh. Now we have it. So, one of the survival skills of Hellion is to understand when the game starts doing something really, really wrong and to avoid any reckless actions. So, at that moment, any chaotic actions like trying to fix the problem. Hey, what about docking? Can we please have it? Thank you very much. So we have this here. And we have that over there. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. What's the key for the interface? Settings for the HUD. Controls. Movement. Actions. Ship. Do I need to log out again? I think there's a way to turn off the HUD in the menu, but not with a key. Oh yeah, okay, that's like Ron. But okay. At least we can see the station, we can dock to the station. See, that's like a pretty loud way to say it. So I think we should be able to dock here, but this gonna be a little bit tight. So we will have to be really careful. Like this. Align ourselves, then vertically, then in this direction, like this, then like this. Something along these lines. Oh yeah. Okay, let's carefully try to get to the anchoring pad. Carefully. Because we can hit with our nose right now, we can hit the back of the other ship. It's a tight dock. And that's how tight we are. By the way, we are spinning for some reason. It's like couple meters between the nose of the ship and the front of... Yeah, the light's not right, everything's not right. The game's glitching like insane. Okay, we need a proper nanite core. This is only 5 hours. Let's see if we have something more useful here. That's gonna last probably for a couple days. Exactly 2 days. Let's see if we have anything better than this. 2 days, half of a day and a half. Okay, this is like the best one probably. Yeah, 2.5 days. Okay, looking everything here. Here we go. The ship belongs to me, so I can lock things. What if I grab a jetpack? Yeah, there's one suit here. And a helmet I have in another ship. Okay. Pressurize. Turn the lights on. Air filter is on in the another stirrups. Why is it filtering though? It's now filtering the main room in the base. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're generating energy. That one stirrups is helping. So this should be here. This should be refilled and dropped on the shelf. Like this. Like this. And the helmet, because it's the same room, if there is a suit, there has to be a helmet, otherwise it's not safe. So it feels like, well, what's the problem? It's just in the next room. The next room is the next module, and it might be not there when you log in and have to log in, not just log in, when you like have to respawn and something happened to your base. So it's better to have everything available just in one base. Okay, this has to be here, because that's a shelf for spare parts. This goes into recycling. Okay, let's just recycle it right away. Recycle. Easier said than done. Okay, let's spend some resources on nanite cores. We're going to need them anyway. So, and they are like the way to get rid of some resources at the same time getting, well, I mean, getting something useful instead. I mean, since you're going to need them anyway, it's like storage for resources. Okay, waiting for the fabricator to fabricate a couple of them. So I usually take care of such things, of the nanite cores and whatnot, offline while not streaming. So that's why every time I start playing Hellion, you see all the modules with different amount of nanite juice left in them. Blue cans can store them, yeah, but the shelves can, and the crates that we just found. Okay, you go in there, you stay in there, and you go in there. Oops, cargo full. I didn't see the... Oh crap. Okay, I lost some... I forgot to drop some resources from the left part to the right part. Yeah. That happens. Well, I have a full ship of stuff to recycle, to be honest. So, not a big deal that I lost some. My signature now is insane. Ah, yeah. That's why I don't have a HUD anymore. I forgot about the battery part. So, 2 nanite cores for the future. Use going to be there. There's 2 depleted ones, but these are just like an emergency, an emergency situation thing. Okay, I think it's time to call it a day. The rest I'll deal with next time or offline. And I remember that the second ship has only 2 days of nanite juice left, so I was still generating something. Yeah. 2 days. 2 days. It has 2 days now. So let's just confirm. So this is mine. 222. So that's the civilian nanite core, and 222 around Bethir means 2.5 days. So, by the way, wanted to take a look at our signature. So the smallest module would be the airlock. Let's go to the airlock and see our signature here. Well, with the airlock on, 755. So, and it's going to be like 700 with the airlock being off. So, everything's off. Let's just refill this. By the way, this was hiding there. Refill. Okay, we are ready. Brought the pistol from the ship, but that's okay. We'll deal with all the stuff later. The resources. There's some nickel iron here that's not supposed to be there. Okay. It automatically turned off my headlight, my head torch. Nice. So good to see. Okay, this is it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't leave the channel yet. A couple things we have to do before we just call it a day completely entirely. So YouTube people, thank you very much for watching on YouTube. Actually, I don't know if I had any viewers on YouTube, but for the previous stream, I got even a YouTube comment. So nice. So leave a like if you like this this stream. So if you have Hellion on your Steam account, you can play it. You can play the Hellion Rescue Project, so you can install it. How? Join their Discord. The link is under the video on YouTube in the description. So as for Twitch people, thank you very much for watching on Twitch. Yeah, if you're watching me and not following on Twitch, not subscribed on YouTube, if you want to see more of this stuff, please follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget your notifications, because we stream every day, but the time can be really different. Usually it's nighttime in Europe, but well, that's not really set in stone or in anything whatsoever. As for Twitch people, quite some lurkers tonight. Thank you very much. Feastmaster, gonna get ya. Thank you for keeping me in the company for the evening. Let's go and find somebody to raid on Twitch. We always raid somebody, so let's see. I don't think we are going to see any people playing Hellion tonight. Yeah. So let's see who we can raid. Okay, it's gonna be either DZ or one of the friends of the channel. I don't know. Let's go and say hi to Mr. Dale, please. I think. Because their game is kind of sci-fi too. But not in space, unfortunately. It would have been better if it was in space. So, just give me a second. So here it is. The link is in the chat, in my Twitch chat. Let's go and say hi to Mr. Dale. He actually, I think he moved to another place, houses and whatnot, but his background of his stream looks absolutely like in the old place. That's some professionalism. He has a camera. He has a camera for streaming. So, and I will see you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night.